And that is the whole truth of this case. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours.
Welcome, tyrants and newcomers alike, to the very final case of Apollo Justice A's attorney. By God, I can't believe it. We're finally here, and I'm gonna be sad when it's over. But let's enjoy it while it lasts, guys. This is gonna be a great one. This is gonna be the best case yet. So let's continue on, because I can't wait any longer.
Hey, Apollo, look on TV! Look!
Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
Whoa! Look at that! It's the last Grammary, all right. Amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this!
Ow, ow, ow! What? I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? The case was 3 months ago.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamirar disappeared.
That's right. Uncle Valen did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. Suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're seeing now is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years.
That's going to be great! I'm so there! You and Daddy are coming too.
The legendary Grammarys? If Trucy's real father was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Magic show ticket received. Squeak! Phoenix!
Hey, how have you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Seriously, where have you been for like the last 2 cases? Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time.
Haha, how goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay! Pudding! I love pudding! Ooh, it's farm fresh! And not just 1 pudding, but 3 whole cups!
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. We're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know.
Ha! How right you are.
So, you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Maybe this time. It has something to do with you anyway.
Huh? With me?
Maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you could be one of those guys. A spy.
Can't I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me, you've heard of the jurist system, yes?
The jurist system?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Huh? Maybe?
Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
A jurist system, huh? Well, let's figure out what that's all about.
So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Sorry, Mr. Beard.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles.
Ah, and there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team!
Mascot, hey! The secret mission. So, what is this secret mission?
The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo.
I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will. We'll take the case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with the process incidentally.
Helping? How?
Well, for one, I'll be chair for the jurist system simulated court committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom.
Wow! It's like you have a real job!
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is this trial simulation about?
Well, since it is the first run through the new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True, the case is murder.
That's not simple at all!
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty. Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyway. No sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious, in a worst case scenario.
Ah, you mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial!
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room for it in your schedule.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case.
Eh?
Something that happened last night.
Okay, tell me about Valent.
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited for that secret mission. But what about this? The Troop Grand Prix Grand Magic Show!
Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks.
They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth will shake!
So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go! Let's go today! We can say hi to Uncle Valen.
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing.
Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Don't worry about me. You'll hear all about it tomorrow regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me.
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum!
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Grammare. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that Silk Hat the Grammar seal?
Consider it your birthday present, Trucy.
Thanks! It's great! But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
Then it's your Recycle Your Plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic!
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Jesus! Ugh.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. Grammary envelope obtained. An envelope about the Grammaries, huh? Trial simulation. Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's wasting.
Alright, well, let's go talk to the client then. I'm excited. Oh, you guys are excited. Let's go. October 7th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way.
Like shouting a waiter and they're standing right behind you? Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh?
Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat.
I'm nervous, Apollo.
It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay.
I am the amazing Mr. Hand.
She passed out!
Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet.
That's magic panties, Apollo. And I thought we were done with all that.
Well, let's see if we can get this lady to talk, but I kinda doubt it. Hi! Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign?
I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. Man, the last one can't speak English, and this one doesn't speak at all. What the freak is up with him? He's just having a string of bad luck. So, what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice.
And I'm Trucy Wright.
I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Alright. Do you know anything about the case? Hey, I know! Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happen lately?
Oh, the other day this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions.
Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now.
You did good, Apollo. Look! She's doing her nails!
What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy.
Excuse me. Could you read this?
Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school.
Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo.
It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew's studio. Vera's card added to the court record. And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here.
I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime.
Let's go find out. Alright, to Drew's studio we go. October 7th, Drew Studio. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio.
It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah, it looks like we found our crime scene.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
Hey, don't touch those.
That's okay, I'm just looking. Huh? Apollo, look at this one.
Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath.
That's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all.
Yeah, good point. That is odd. Drew Misham's paintings added to the court record.
All the paintings have a really different style, too.
Guess who?
Emma!
Emma! Long time no see.
Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here too.
You know about the trial simulation tomorrow?
I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh?
We don't even know what the case is about.
Well, he was killed. The artist who owns this studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest.
Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder.
You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Don't tell anyone.
Poisoning?
Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackos. Oh, my delicious.
We can't talk to anyone
delicious
related to the
snackos.
case this time around. Which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Alright, so, let's examine here. Man, I completely forgot that Emma was in this case. I didn't think she was. Oh well, time to alert the voice actor. Her. Alright.
Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug.
Aha! So the poison wasn't here! This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee.
I would hope so.
Poison coffee. Not exactly, actually.
What do you mean?
No traces of poison were found in the coffee.
What?
You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm not officially on your side, after all.
Coffee mug added to the court record. Alright, I'm gonna check something. I think I'm supposed to check these paintings in the court record real quick, so let's do that. Alright, it's unfinished. I think there's something on the back of one of them, if I remember correctly. Let's see. No, okay, forget it. I don't think we do it now, then. Let's just keep examining stuff. Like these.
Hey! There's a painting hidden behind there.
Hey, you're right.
What if it's embarrassing somehow when you didn't want anyone to see it?
You certainly seem pleased by the possibility.
Huh? So normal.
That's hardly something to get mad about.
Huh? What is it, Apollo?
Well, doesn't this painting look like... never mind.
Hmm?
I better get a professional opinion on this. Hidden painting added to the court record. Alright, I guess we gotta present it to Emma, so let's do that. Here you go, Emma. Have a painting.
Don't you mock me.
Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
Ah! That one? What about it?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it, Apollo?
Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now, look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on.
Hey, they're the same!
I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew Misham was copying this painting.
Wow, it's pretty good.
Copying a painting? What for? Alright, is there anything else we need to examine here as far as I remember? What about this box?
That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this.
Let's take a look. Empty.
The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away.
Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather.
Okay, so I guess we can't get the red letterbox yet. At least it didn't tell me that I got it. And I think we have to check one more thing on the coffee mug, if I'm correct. So what we do have to check is this.
Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about.
Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. Now, this stain is probably... better ask Emma. Alright, Emma,
Yes?
tell me about this crap, even though you're not on my side, apparently.
So this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist?
Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth.
Oh? Well, I guess this stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance.
Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually.
Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means?
He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end.
What do you mean, to anyone?
He was always locked up here in his studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in that letterbox there.
Letters? Do people still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days?
Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail.
Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know?
Letterbox added to the court record. See, I told you.
In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter Vera.
Oh, you mean the killer?
The suspect, please.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically.
Basically?
Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently.
His first interview ever.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? Yes, please do. So, this woman, Vera. She's Mr. Misham's daughter, right?
Yep, a real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside.
She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura.
She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she would die if they took her outside.
That does sound like a scene.
In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company.
Her good luck charm?
Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside.
Why can't I ever get a normal client?
But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad?
Don't look at me.
So, about the poison. It was found to be in his coffee, right?
No, not precisely.
Not precisely. What does that mean?
It means see for yourself, I think. The night of the crime.
Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles.
And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview?
At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill.
And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see?
He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact.
Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter.
Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that.
Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Ugh. Little bit of foreshadow-y, spoiler-ish stuff that doesn't really affect the story much. You don't want to know who the reporter is. He's probably the most disturbing character in this game. I bet Emma could help us out here.
Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo.
Huh? What are you two whispering about?
Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do, scientifically?
Ah, you know me too well.
Okay, meaning we can get a scientific now?
Oh, I suppose. Just this once.
I wanna get sciencey, oh yeah.
Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out.
Alright, now, take this freaking coffee mug, will ya? Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue, residue on the rim.
Ah! Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain.
I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma.
Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray.
Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma.
It's not a hobby.
So, what kind of scientific stuff were you up to?
The spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison.
So, the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? We'll find out next episode. Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and the final case of Apollo Justice continues.